I got something. Hey Marvin, just obviously there's going to be time to sort of reflect on this season, but if you can just think back to all the issues and everything that went on offense this year, what could you sort of pinpoint to say why this just didn't work out?
I mean, I'll do that, debrief and do that at the end of the season, at the end of this last game. So right now we're only focused on the Colts and focused on, going out there and putting on a great show, a great game, and that's the only focus right now. So
what do you guys need to do this weekend then to prove that you can do that on offense this weekend?
Oh, we just gotta make plays, everybody. So yeah.
Appreciate it, Demetrius. We'll go to Mike Duraco.
Hey, Marvin, guys always talk about at the end of a disappointing season, that last game is a chance to get some momentum going into the offseason. Is that really a thing? And what kind of momentum can you really get from
you never want to leave the field on the last play of the season, the last game of the season, with a sour taste, so it's always good to go on an off season, having a great game, so that's just, it lifts the, the offense, and, obviously, the same people on this team, on this offense it's never the same, every year. So you want to just have fun with the people that you've grinded with, and leave with a good taste in your mouth.
Does it work the other way too, though? I mean, if you said you never want to leave with a bad taste, but
Mm-hmm.
Does that also apply to if things don't go well and you don't play? Does that bother you or guys all the rest of the offseason?
Well, it can.
Thank you.
Thanks, T-Rock. And I don't see any other hands. We got Myles Jack standing by. So, Marvin, you're all good.
Boom. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you guys. Loud and clear as well. So we'll go straight to questions, start with Mike Duraco, and then go to Gary Smits.
Okay, Myles, can you give us the lowdown about the trip back from New York? You had to drive back, and why you didn't want to wait for the private plane? Is that kind of what happened?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't want to stay in a hotel and everything, so no, me and one of the trainers, we just had to make the drive. It was smooth. It was a little bit of traffic in Virginia, but yeah, I maxed it out in a day. I just wanted to be in my own bed and just just get over the sickness, because COVID was real for me. So yeah.
Was that a 14-hour drive? You did it one day?
No, I mean, I think on paper it's like 14 or 15, but real life it's like a 20-hour drive. Yeah.
And y'all did it nonstop?
I mean, like for gas and like Starbucks and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it was like a lot of traffic in Virginia. Like Virginia added on like a good 3-4 hours. So that was really what slowed it up. But yeah, I made it.
And you would rather do that drive than wait the couple extra days for the plane, really?
I'm an environmentalist, you know what I mean? So buying a private jet, I think it's bad for the environment, and I think it's not economical. You know what I mean? I feel like it was cheaper for everybody to just take a drive. So that's kind of the route I took.
Gotcha. Thank you, Bub.
Yeah.
Thanks, D-Rock. Mark, I think you're muted right now. We'll go to Mark Long and then
I was just going to ask, how much of it did you actually drive? Did you drive some of it? Part of it?
Yeah, I drove most of it. I switched with her in Virginia. You know what I mean? But yeah, for the most part, I drove. She did Virginia like the whole traffic route, and then I did the rest. But yeah, I'm good at the driving, man. I can do that. Put some music on or a podcast or Game of Thrones, and it'll be over soon. I'm good at that. So yeah.
Thank you, Mark. We'll go to Gary Smits, and then that's the only other hand I see. So if anyone else has a question, just raise your hand.
Hey, Myles, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Not bad. Myles, can you talk about the relationship with Joe Cullen this season in a pretty difficult season, and if whoever is coaching wanted to retain Joe, would that be met pretty well in the locker room?
Yeah, absolutely. No, me personally, it's been I feel like me and Coach Cullen had to grow so fast just because we had to see a season together and then just trying to figure out everything. But I support him 100%. I feel like our defense has made strides. Obviously, last week was atrocious, and we didn't hold up our end of the deal at all. It was bad. But I truly feel like what Coach Cullen is trying to instill, and just I think it's more so he's a leader of men. He can get people motivated to do things. You know what I mean? And you believe what he says. So he's a very aggressive defensive coordinator, and I have his back 100%. So yeah, I love Coach Cullen. Everybody has a great relationship with him. To be honest with you, he called me every single day when I had COVID. So it's kind of like, he has those conversations with me one-on-one. So we really developed a relationship, and he's done that with every other player. So it's good to see how we've grown with him and how he's been able to kind of adjust to us as well.
So do you think in addition to you, do you think he got on the phone with any defensive guy who was on the COVID list?
Like he kept in contact?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were actually joking about it because it was me, Josh Allen, because we were all on that COVID list, and I was like, did Coach Cullen call you every single day, making sure you was on track to get back and everything? And he was like, yeah. So we were kind of joking about it, but Coach Cullen is like, he checks on people. Like he wants to make sure you're okay, and he cares about you, even if you have a good game, a bad game, whatever. Like he's gonna call you late at night and tell you exactly what he thinks, and I respect it. Anybody that's honest, I respect.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Thanks, Gary. And we got a bunch more questions. I saw some text. So if you guys could just limit the follow-ups and just keep it to one apiece. We'll go back to D-Rock, and then we'll go to Demetrius Harvey.
Myles, unfortunately, here we are again, the end of a long season, coaching change, staring you in the face. Weary of this at this point? I mean, just resigned to it, or tired of it, angry about it? Where are you?
It's definitely not a situation you would want to be in, but I mean, it's obviously it hurting you because nobody knows what's gonna happen. Nobody is gonna be a new coach. We don't really know what's gonna happen position wise with anything. So it could be a whole new group of people in here, and you may or may not fit their scheme. Like there's a lot of stuff that runs through players' minds. So I mean, it's definitely not a favorable situation. I'd rather be at this time talking about how we're gonna go to the playoffs and you know what I mean, fun stuff. But yeah, this is real life, and it's just kind of a time right now where we're all just excited to be together for the last time and enjoy each other and whatever may happen may be. But yeah, this is the last time all of this group of people will be together.
Has this been the hardest year that you've had?
I'd say, yeah, definitely. It's definitely been it's been challenging for sure. Just kind of with, obviously like the record being not good. It just the expectations and everything what we set out to do and what we thought we were gonna do and how things kind of went about it. It's definitely challenging. But yeah, this year is tough, man. To be honest with you, it's really tough. Last week was tough. It's tough. It's not what we want to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's hard, man. And I think I would say that because it's the freshest one. Like it stings. So it's tough.
Thanks, Myles.
Thanks, D-Rock. We'll go to Gene Fournette and then Mark Long.
Yeah, along that same lines, Myles, what has made this particular season harder than the others? Is it the underperforming by a greater amount than other years? What exactly makes this one the toughest?
I'd say just because more so, how can I explain this? I'd say more so we felt like at the beginning of the season, we had established the culture. We had established, we just really felt like we had established an identity, and we felt like, you know what I mean? We really believed that good things were going to happen. You know what I mean? Like I fully believe, and I always believe, but this year it was almost like it didn't make sense. Like it was undeniable we were going to win. So I think that's what really like, and then obviously it was a whirlwind of stuff that was going on. I mean, there's no secret what was going on. You guys have reported on it. So, I mean, as a player, you know what I mean? It's so much going on, and we're not even talking about football. And then kind of on the outside looking in, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to say like scandals, but just stuff that doesn't have to deal with football that now is a part of the Jaguars name. And I'd much rather be known as a football team that's out there kicking ass on Sunday than all the other stuff and losing. Like, not fun at all. So, yeah, I just want to win, man. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gene. We'll go to Mark Long and then Demetrius Harvey.
Following up on that a little bit, Myles, you've seen it all here in your time, but this is going to be different this week with the clown out, with all the clown costumes. What is your take on that? And is it, you feel like from a player standpoint, that's going to be disappointing or somewhat justified?
See, I'm not honestly too familiar with. They were trying to like fill me in as I was walking in on it, but I'm not. Could you fill me in real quick, and I could give you a good educated answer on that?
Sure. Fans are just frustrated to the point where they're going to wear clown costumes in hopes of persuading Shad Khan to fire the general manager.
Wow. Okay.
Because of what's they don't think that Urban Meyer was the only problem in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Wow.
So you might have a lot of red rubber ball noses running around in the stands.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. You know what? Hopefully we just get a win and they throw the clowns, you know what I mean, on the field. And I don't know, man. Damn. Yeah, it's deep. Yeah. I didn't know about that, but we're just trying to get a win. Damn, that's crazy.
Thanks, man. I'm sorry to drop that.
No, you're good. You're good.
I mean, given we don't get you as much as we want.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. We'll go to John Reed and then finish with Demetrius Harvey. Sorry if I just audible the order there, you guys.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Nothing much. I just need to ask you one thing. Like Mark said, you've been here for it all. You was on that 217 team, 18, 19. What went wrong? I mean, do you think do you feel you have the core that can win? Do you think you got to add more veterans to the core? Do you got to get more speed? I mean, you've been around and you know what you need, what you don't need. And what is needed, what's broken, or if what has to get fixed?
I to keep it short and simple, I would just say disorganization, like dysfunction. And I feel like it falls on everybody's shoulders. It's not one person in particular, but it's just kind of been like a thing of where, like, for example, in the games, we shoot ourselves in the foot. You know what I mean? Like we'll be getting a drive and then maybe we may, we don't get a stop on third down, or maybe the offense has a hiccup that may set them back in second and long. Like we can't beat ourselves. And I'd say that this organization, that dysfunction leads to us beating ourselves, to like keep it short and like very politically correct. You know what I mean? Like we have to tighten up a lot of little things that like end up becoming big things. You know what I mean? So if I was to like say what needs to be fixed, that would be it.
Let me break the rule and ask a follow-up.
You're all good, John.
Do you feel you have to get a coach in here who can relate to you guys? And I don't know what Urban Meyer relationship was with you and the rest of the guys, but get a coach in here that you're confident that they know the game, they know how to make the adjustments and know how to talk and do all the things that need to be done, like some of the rest of these teams in the league do. I mean, what are you hoping to get as a head coach in Jacksonville?
At this point in my career, to be honest with you, what I feel like we need in Jacksonville, like all that player coach and all that, that doesn't really matter. We just need, number one, a leader of men, somebody that when they say something, it holds weight. You know what I mean? Like, everything's detailed. You can tell like it's a finished product. Like they're giving something to us that's I'm trying to use the correct words. It just needs to be, number one, a leader of men. Number two, it's got to be somebody that's just it's about ball. You know what I mean? It's about winning. So whatever advantages or disadvantages that we may or may not have, we need to, maximize our advantages and minimize our disadvantages. So whatever coach is about, just winning. We just got to win. All that player friendly, he's a nice coach and all that. We don't really care about that. We want to win. I mean, me personally, I'm tired of losing. So, I just want a coach that's a leader, man, and somebody that just truly is all about ball and winning. All that other stuff doesn't matter at all. And I think that's what we need as a culture.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your.
Thank you, John. And last question, we'll go to Demetrius Harvey.
Hey, Myles, on that, have you or any of the other leaders on defense or offense or anything met with Shad Khan about just that, what you guys need in a new head coach?
Typically in my time here, once the season ends and we have like our exit meetings and everything, Mr. Khan will be here and we'll be able to he'll typically ask us different things. I mean, right now it's the midst of the season and everything. And he had I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about that, but he had like a meeting with the team and was basically like, just finish out the year strong and do what you need to do. When we do have the opportunity to speak to him, I'll definitely be one of the first people to say that for sure if that question comes about.
Absolutely. And if I could real quick, just you obviously are going through, this is going to be your fourth head coach. You've been around the block. What do you say to the younger guys that are on your defense? Just what can they expect and how should they approach this offseason and moving forward?
I would tell the younger guys to just basically come in and expect that it's going to be a new regime. So it could be somebody who did draft you. It could be somebody who didn't draft you. But this last game is basically your tape and your resume. And then coming into the new season, you basically going to have to earn your spot and earn your role because there may be new faces and new people who don't know what you can do. So it's basically going to be a repeat year for you. So expect it to be a long year and just earn your keep because this league really doesn't wait for anybody. So, yeah, that's basically what I tell them. Like, keep working, don't get out of shape this off season, and, stay on it because it's a new draft every year.
Thank you so much.
You're muted, David.
Cool. Sorry, Mark. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate your time, Myles. We'll have Damien. Got me all right?
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. I got you loud and clear too. We'll go straight to questions. We'll get started with Gary Smits, and then we'll go to Mark Long.
All right.
Hey, Damien, how you doing?
What's going on, Gary?
Damien, Myles just said something. I wanted to see if you agree with that. What's been your relationship like with Joe Cullen this year? And if the new coach decides to retain Joe, Myles said that would be met with open arms by the locker room. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I know we had some ups and downs as a team and as a defense and had a lot of, growing pains. But in order to get good, I feel like it has to be a certain level of consistency and just stick-to-itiveness. So if they decide to retain JC, then I think everyone will be happy with that.
And what do you like about working with Joe the most?
I like the scheme. Like it's a little complex, but it's a little simple at the same time. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone's on the same page. And also, I just like Joe's standard, man. Win or lose, he expects the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? It's not coaching the result. It's coaching right or wrong.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Gary. We'll go to Mark Long and then Demetrius Harvey.
I'm going to spring one on you that you probably didn't see coming, but Antonio Brown.
Everything coming. I see everything coming.
All right. Antonio Brown, how closely have you followed that, his version versus what the Bucs are saying today? And have you ever feel pressure in this league to play through an injury or play with an injury?
I think depending on where you're at, sometimes it might be a little pressure, and sometimes it might be you fighting that mental battle and putting pressure on yourself. But that's Antonio Brown is one of them things that we'll never know about until the 30 for 30 comes out. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Did you see that coming?
I did not see it coming at all, man.
There you go. All right. Well, I apologize.
Thank you, Mark. We'll go to Demetrius Harvey, and then if anyone else has any questions, just throw your hand up or shoot me a text.
Hey, Damien, you've been a part of some pretty successful franchises, obviously in Kansas City, and then you come to Jacksonville, and obviously you guys didn't have the year you wanted to have. was this probably the toughest season you've had in the NFL? And just what do you think went wrong?
Without a doubt, it was the toughest season I had in the NFL. I mean, my rookie year in Dallas, I think that was 2015. We went like 13-3, but I was a rookie. I was, fresh, clean little baby face in the NFL. But now knowing, having the success that I've had and knowing a little more, being a little wiser, it definitely, hit me different. Like when you're the starter and you're in the midst of all this adversity, in the midst of everything going wrong, all these ups and downs, this roller coaster that we had all season. But as far as something that went wrong, I don't think that it's just one thing that you can put your finger on. It's like a collection of things, sometimes, us as a defense, we letting the offense down, or sometimes us as special teams, we letting the defense down, or the offense letting special teams. It's all together, you know what I'm talking about? So it's just not one thing that you can just point a finger out and say, hey, this is what went wrong.
Absolutely. And we sort of asked Myles this, and I know that your future in Jacksonville is uncertain with the contract and everything, but what do you think this team needs in terms of a leader at the head coach position?
As far as a leader at the head coach, you gotta just certainty, someone that just makes decisions with 100% bought in certainty about what they're doing. Someone who can get a whole identity of a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who we are. This is what we're sticking with. And that's pretty much the main thing to me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Demetrius. And we'll wrap up with John Reed.
Let me ask you a question to follow up what Demetrius asked you. And Myles Jack said it's really not important to him that you have I guess this player-coach relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been in this league a while. I mean, is that not important? I mean, you just want somebody in here who can make the changes and adjustments and put you in position to win. Is that what it's all about, or what?
I mean, for me, I had a couple of position coaches, and I say during my time with them, we got to be pretty close. But every coach I had, they've been very, very detailed at the same time. Very detailed about where they want you to be, how they want you to do something, and just your reads, your keys, your adjustments, and all that. And I think that's the most important thing. It's good to have a player-coach relationship, to be on good terms, but at the end of the day, this is a job, and everybody got to do their job, and we got to do it at a high level with the most details possible.
What do you think defensively, you guys? I guess to ask this question, just what do you think you have to, when you move into the next step next season? What do you have to? What areas do you have to improve in, or what do you have to add to play at the level of Tennessee and some of these other teams?
I mean, as a defense as a whole, man, we got to be greedy. We want to be better at everything. Let's see, if you was number 10 in the run, stopping the run, you want to be like number 5, number 4. If you was number 12 at the pass, you want to be 6, or you just want to completely demolish your numbers from last year. And then, you know what? It all starts with the run anyway. Like every defense will tell you this. Every defense will tell you they want to stop the run, make them pass the ball, and pressure the quarterback. That's the formula in the NFL for playing defense. So there you have it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, John. Gary, I see your hand still up, but I assume that's from earlier. Are you all good? All good? Cool. Appreciate it, Damien.